The best ever, best ever, best ever. But then again, in every situation, we have things that we say, hii nao ilianguka mtihani, hii nao walipita mtihani. I want to take, amongst yourself, more decide, who do you think was able to convince or was convincing enough in the role play? Let's start with watu watajijaja hapa kweli, wacha tutafute. Okay, let's start with you, Muthoni. Were you able to convince your quote unquote lover? Muthoni, ongea na mimi. Were you able?
No, unfortunately, no.
Why do you think you are not able to convince her?
Anataka kujua mfuko.
Umesema utaki ajue mfuko kwa nini?
A man has to be mysterious.
A man has to be mysterious, says a woman. Mimi sijawahi sikia. But I love it. I love it. And why do you think you are not mysterious enough to convince her?
Because anataka kujua ndio nipime, like, can I take care of her? How much do I earn? How much do I make?
In your line of questioning, what did you find as the most difficult aspect of that, quote unquote, inquisitive nature of your dated partner?
Just, not, she wasn't convinced, like, I actually have money. Money was key.
Money was key in that relationship.
Yes.
Now, if you are actually a man, will that be a problem to you, or will it be a challenge that you'll say, kaende?
No, it wouldn't be. A man is supposed to take care of the woman.
But you are not able to convince your woman that you have mukuchus. And imagine another man will actually have convinced you, na ungepanda ndege ujilete mwenyewe na ujaona pesa yake.
Me, I don't look at the pocket.
Yeah. Say the matter of contradiction in the book of 7, chapter 7 and 69. All right. Now, who was your partner in this case?
Maria, Papa Sanya.
All right, Maria. Maria, why did you act very difficult as a woman in this case? Ama, you were just being the difficult side of a woman? Oh, if you're speaking to us, we can hardly hear you unless you unplug your headsets.
Yeah.
Good. Talk to us.
First of all, I want to put down the name Maria.
No worries. This was specifically for a program. Your program imeisha. We were casting.
For that program, I accept. But now, let me speak like me.
All right. Go ahead. No. Actually, Muthoni spoke to us as Muthoni. So go ahead.
That is the problem we go through. Men go through. And the first thing, the question that they bring on the spot is concerning money. Why do they bring money in this issue when they know they are also coming without any money?
Okay. So in this case, do you think it's an unfair ask when you meet a lady that you're interested in and the first thing they want is to know your pocket value?
Very well. I think it's very unfair because even when Eve was created, she never asked Adam, where is money? Or what do you have? Yes, it is not even quoted in the Bible for the Christians.
But there's this aspect of man being the provider.
Which provision God provided for us all? We are just taking care of everything.
Wewe ni siasa unapiga. But anyway, I love your perspective in terms of the aspect of woman having to give the aspect of money first before anything else. But then again, my question is, does it deter the creation of relationships between men and women? Because we have seen in the recent past, men are choosing to be by themselves. They are choosing a lone ranger lifestyle and no longer dating or interested in relationships. Is it advised by the issue of demand for finances as the first aspect of a relationship?
It is, my friend. Let me tell you the truth. Once a man hears the word, how much do you earn? It puts him off. First of all, are you coming for money or you are coming for me? From there, money will come in. If a man loves you, he will do anything just to make sure you're comfortable. And if you love him back. But if you introduce the matter money, oh, okay, so there is an exchange here going to take place. And that's why you find them outside there. They are looking for those people to give them 50, 100, 1,000. They have what they have and they go away. There is no love there.
All right. Subjective, objective, depending from how you look at it. Thank you for all of you who are just joining in. We are almost coming to the end of the role play. Let's hear from Melap. Melap, you played the role of Kevo. And looks like Crystal gave you... No, Melap was against who? I just forgot the name. Yes, Crystal, right? Yes. Melap was against Crystal in this conversation.
Crystal.
Yes, Crystal or Crystal, depending. Melap, as a gentleman acting in that space, what was the most difficult thing for you to do to this woman you were on a date with or wanted to go on a date with?
Okay, first Crystal alikuwa so skeptical about the name Kevo. Then alikuwa like hataki commit stranger. Another thing alikuwa kwani nimesahau.
Maybe let me flip it
Alisema
this way.
he'll think about
She was
it.
skeptical, okay? She
Somehow
didn't want to meet.
alikuwa na doubts.
Yeah. And she didn't want to meet a stranger. But at the same time, in order for you to strike a conversation and a relationship, there needs to be a stranger perspective to a familiar perspective happening. If you had a chance as a man in that act, would you rethink and still pursue Crystal for a date? Or ungesema wacha ikae?
Yeah.
Why? Why would you be still
Yeah, I
interested in
would.
her?
Cause alikuwa like ameanza kukua, wanasemaga hakuna mkate mgumu kwa chai. Alikuwa ameanza kukua like anasema I'll think about it. So when someone is telling you she'll think about it, definitely ataipatia
Oh,
thought.
so this someone is a
ninge
woman,
keep
because
on
now I want you to speak
kumsumbua.
as a woman.
Okay, for me nikikwambia like I'll think about it. Nitafikiria yani kwambie yes or no. Sijakupatia the right answer. Yani sijakupatia like answer yenye nitasemaje? Ni final. So ningempursue bado kwa sababu hajanipatia the final answer.
Yeah. All right.
Yes.
Interesting. Let me talk to your paired partner who was Momanyi was acting Crystal. Captain Momanyi, good evening to you once again.
Good evening.
Was Melap able to convince you as Crystal? Or did you feel ni kama amekuingisha box kidogo?
No, she had a long, in terms, if I was a lady, she still had a very long way to get to me. Because from a lady's perspective, it's very strange for a stranger to just hit you up, you know? You just walk into you and tell you, I like you, I do it. It's kind for me, that's my perspective. So at some point, where I could ask for a beer, for a drink as a lady, openly, if that was a lady, and you're okay with it. You know, sometimes it's just a test to see, are you a closed person or are you an open person? Sometimes the question can come like that. So I was, towards the end, I would have thought about it. Thinking about it, it's about my security at the same time. A lot of time a woman is thinking about their security, thinking what kind of date, you know, it was a coffee date, I would have thought about it because it was a coffee date. It was not just going out. So yes, I would have thought about it.
Now, I want you to now to be now realistic in terms of you are a gentleman and you engage in such scenarios every day. What would put you off from a woman? Like, I don't want to pursue this. What will turn you off?
For me, a turn off will be where you're asked to go out, but the first thought is how I look and what I earn.
Mm.
You know, that's the first, because that's usually the first question that people come up with. What do you do? What do you earn? People don't take time to know the person, like what's their background, you know, what kind of person are you? Yes, you've seen me online,
Yeah.
but you've heard it online. So yeah, I would like to know more. You know, let's hang out online first. Let me see you. Let me get to know you. Let me get to know from your sound. Let's move to a photo. Let's move to a video. And then, because of that, you know, that mystery
Yeah.
keeps you pursuing, and it also provides a level of respect at the same time, because you're giving the other time to think about it. You know, you're giving them space. You're not forcing,
Yeah.
let's go for that coffee tomorrow. Let's do it next week. It's like, yeah, I would like to take you for coffee sometime. So it means it's also some level of self-respect. It's not just a thing to rush to. So,
Interesting. Last question to you, sir. Are men this boring when trying to date a girl or actually pursue a girl? Because I heard, oh, maybe we can have a coffee together. Oh, you know, I saw your pictures and I was interested. Are we this boring?
no, we are not that boring. Do you know what it takes to take a woman down? Do you
Tell
know
me,
how many
bro.
no's you
Tell
have
me.
to get? Do you know how many times you have to be told, even I cannot give you your number, or I am married, or I am this, or I am that? Do you know how many times you'll be told stories from here to the end of the, or you just somebody, you say hi, they don't even look at you the first time. It's interesting I say that because I dated the person I loved most when I met her the first time. Yeah, she couldn't even talk to me.
Yeah.
She even did not look at me. So I was like, interesting. But you know what? I pursued the second day, the third day, the fourth day. Somebody said hi back. The fifth day, at least, you know, a smile was thrown back. But it takes it's hard work. I was easy, man. Ilikuwa easy sana. Mimi nilikuwa dem rahisi.
Hakuna mkate ngumu
We got
mbele ya chai moto.
definitely definitely, lakini inakuanga ngumu. Unajua, ukiwacha nje ikae siku 3 4 imekauka vizuri, nikaa kunywa ugali namba 2 na chai asubuhi, my friend.
All right. Interesting. Now, we had another pair, which was very interesting. We did have two ladies. One of them was Liz, who was acting the role of, all right, I forgot Liz, what was,
Sean.
say?
Sean.
Sean, yes. We had Liz, who was Sean, and we had Stells, who was Stells. Let me start with you, Liz. Being okay, ulicheza role yako vizuri. Let me talk to Stella, who was acting and still is a lady. Stella, what was the easiest thing that made you think or maybe consider Liz's approach in this role play? Anything specific?
Not necessarily, but my thinking is we are all grown-ups and we should know what we want. So if I get a DM like that, or someone, let me say someone texts me, because I don't think you can just call someone at umempata TikTok and you start calling them on Instagram or X.
Yeah.
But I'm assuming this dude is texting me. So I'd know what I want from the word go. And as Captain has said, you start by trying to know people first before you even consider, I like you, we can do a relationship and stuff like that. And then how best do you know someone, in my view, if not like hanging out with them? The very reason that convinced me by what Liz was saying is because she made me feel secure. I spoke of me selecting or choosing the location.
Mm-hmm.
I spoke of me choosing the time of the day that I want to meet him, sorry, and she agreed to it. Either way, anyone who would come to me with how Liz came to me in such a flashy manner,
Yeah.
this is someone I'd doubt and I'd expect for them to actually stand me up. I'd have like 20% belief that this person will actually show up
Mm.
at the time and actually place that we agree on meeting. So anyway, in a nutshell, to answer your question, what made me accept the date was her making me feel secure, because for me security is so important and paramount.
Yeah.
In that I want to be safe wherever I go. I want to select a place or a choms where I am safe and I know a couple of people who naweza wawinkia
Mm.
or something,
Yeah.
like if something happens.
Yeah.
And then so Liz came to me so flashy and all in terms of, oh, Singapore, oh, just landed, oh, blah, blah, blah. So I chose and said something in the lines of CBD, because if you go to most of the joints in CBD are quite affordable.
Mm-hmm.
Hata nikienda it turn out Liz ni wawash ama alikuwa ananipima,
Mm-hmm.
it's something that I can actually pay without digging so deep into my pocket, and I will not regret, like I will be wary or inconvenienced for the whole month because I chipped in. So those were my main considerations of me accepting Liz's attempt to go on a date with me.
Interesting. You took into consideration the aspect of security, and also the aspect of the financial implication. If you were to chip in, what would this look like? So affordability for you is important. You also don't just want to be a swinger or a winger. You want to be a participant, which is interesting. But then you had reservations because this gentleman was coming in with flashy talk. Do men behave like this, Styles? Generally.
Some of them actually, I don't know, maybe this is a story for another day, but just today I met someone like that. They were telling me about their salaries, where they were, how they know this prominent person. And I was asking myself, why is all this important? Like, why do you think this would impress me? So some of them do, but I think on one hand, the world has conditioned men to be that. Not all of them, but a good percentage of them, because again, the other gender, and that's us as women, those are the first questions we ask. So I believe Momani and Papa Sanya were representing the feelings and the experiences of men. And you see, for them, they were asking, their first questions were, what do you want? Who is paying? Like, so maybe that's what we do, that's what we ask. So a man will feel the need to first tell you before you ask them,
Yeah.
thinking that this is something that will impress you. But then on the other hand, I think, and this is not in bad blood, I think that's cheap thinking in my view, because by the time we are getting to even settle down with someone, I'll have known without even asking you, what you do for a living. I'll have known how much in a range, how much you earn. Like, I'd know if this is someone that I'm willing to actually partner with. So it's a very long journey for me to just start off hapa mbele kuanza kukuuliza uko na pesa ngapi.
Thank you very much. That is Styles' perspective, and I do appreciate. I see you, says. I'll come to you in a few. Let me allow Liz, who was playing Sean in this case, to come and tell us why she chose those lines of persuading the lady in the house. Liz, Good evening to you once again. Thank you for joining us. And I must say, as a man, you do very well for yourself. Uko na kakitu.
Thank you.
So, what was going through your head, assuming you are actually playing this role as a man? Why do you think for a man it was important for you to declare, quote unquote, your interest and also, to some extent, brag about your riches?
Okay, na feel siku hizi ni kama mapenzi imekuwa transactional. Like usipoanza na hiyo, as in most ladies watakuwa zile za sasa, how can you sustain me, like hata tukienda date tunanipeleka wapi? So ukishaanza na I'll take you maybe to Kempinski, I'll take you to where, ukishaanza na hizo flashy things, most ladies will tend to be like taken away by that. But mimi personally, unikujie na hiyo story ya pesa, I think for me I'll just be like, I make my own money. Sasa nini tunasumbuana, by the way, like what else do you have to offer besides the money?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I just used it because nowadays most men, that's how they're approaching us. But again, venye Styles amesema, ni society imefikisha wanaume hapo. Juu sasa hata tumesahau that kuna kitu kama mapenzi. Yani we kama mwanaume tu kuja kwanza usemee niko na net worth ya hii pesa, alafu sasa kutoka hapo niamue kama nitakupenda kulingana na hiyo do. So ni society imefikisha wanaume hapo.
Yeah.
And I feel sorry for you men. But nilitumia hiyo juu hivyo ndo nowadays tuna approachwa. Though mimi ningeapproachwa hivyo anyway, mimi singekubali. Because ukianza kuniambia mambo ya this is what you do blah 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 blah, I think for me to just be like okay, no.
All right. So let me ask you this. In your view, what would be the most appropriate approach a man should use in this current dating scene? Because apparently money is equated to transactional relationship, which is almost the fact about today's relationships. Number two, it is also looks like, rather it appears as if you are trying to show off and hide your weaknesses behind the pocket. What would be the most appropriate way to actually go through this dating scene if you were the man?
Okay, if I was the man like today, I think unaangalianga tu ni wapi unaenda kushoot shot yako. Unajua unaangalianga unaona hapa hata niende na stories za jaba huyu ataingia box yangu. Kuna place unaona huyu nikienda nimwambie nianze tu na story ya do huyu ni ataingia box yangu. So I think it's about kuangalia ni wapi naenda exactly. Ukiona hapa mali naenda nikianza statement ya kwanza nitaje tu pesa ndo kaingie box yangu, we anza tu hivyo. Jitetee venye utajitetea. Kupendwa ama ukataliwa uko mbele, we jitetee. Bora uingie hapo.
Kesi baadaye.
Jitetee, utajitetea. But it's about mwenye una approach mtu uona tu. Unajua it's not hard kusoma demu ujue huyu dem anapenda hivi ama anakaa hivi. Na hata utaambiwa tu na watu dem si class yako ama huyu dem anapenda life inakaa hivi. But again, I feel like for men nowadays, like if you're approaching a lady, because vitu zimekuwa transactional. Hata uniambie story ya do na mimi nikubali kukuoa, siku yenye utasota unajua mimi nitakuacha, by the way, like siwezi kaa kwa msoto, mimi nitakuacha niende place yenye kuna hiyo do. But I feel like men should be real. Ukishaanza kuni approach, just be you, and then from there nitachagua kama nitakuchukua ama sitakuchukua. Nikikukataa tu unasonga, nikikubali si ni sawa. But again, usikue hauna, lazima ukue nayo. Azini kama wanaume jitume, we jitume, si must ikue mob, but jitume. Hiyo kujituma inakuanga attractive pia.
All right. Interesting. Now, final one here. I'm going to take quick remarks from everyone that is on the team right now. If there's one thing you will do different as a man or as a woman, based on the experience you've had here, the social experience you've had, what will that be? Let me start with you, Muthoni.
Just be yourself. Like Liz said, it's attractive, and don't overdo. Hata kama una shoot your shot the first time, don't overdo it. Yeah.
Be yourself, don't overdo it, even if you are shooting your shot. Thank you, Muthoni. Styles, what will that one thing you'll do different based on the social experience you've had now?
Know your worth. I know that's a cliche, but you really need to know your worth, because you can't be a chick's DM saying, oh, I need you, oh, I really like you, and you've never met this person. So I think people should know their worth And for all that matters, mtu ajiheshimu.
Haya, mtu hajiheshimu and know your worth. That is according to Styles, based on the social experience you've had. Momanyi, what is this one thing you've learned or you'll do different based on the experience you've had as a man?
One thing I'll say, it's interesting to observe two things. There's a generation of women who right now understand a very simple thing, that it's the connection first before the wallet and every other artificial thing. So I think we all deserve a chance in whatever form, in any form. So what I'll do different is every time now, if I shoot, I just shoot. I don't think about it. You know, we take time to think, is it my worth? Is it what? Is it what? But I think the presence is what is enough. Like, you just be there, be who you are. Don't overdo it. Be as real as you can. And I live by that, just by being as real as. And yeah, giving real also achieves.
All right. Thank you very much, Momanyi. Being real, shoot your shot, but don't overdo it. Liz, what are the takeaways for you? Any one thing you'll do different based on the social experience you've had?
Number one, ukuwe na standards. You just don't fall for anything anywhere. Na hata mwenye ananishutia shot, kama wewe ni mwanaume huwezi kuwa unaenda unatafuta kila kitu anywhere. So kuwa na standards, na standards zenyewe pia zikuwe zina apply kwako. Huwezi kuwa unataka kitu wewe mwenyewe huwezi jipea ama huwezi afford. Hiyo ingine sijui ni Styles amesema usikuwe desperate sana. As in usikuwe desperate sana. We just chezea hapo tu, usikuwe tu in tu out, ukue tu hapo lukewarm, usikuwe desperate sana. Hiyo ingine ni watu wakuwe honest. Like let's just stop creating like a fake, sijui nitaitaje. Ukini approach tu kwa honest, imagine. Like honesty is better, unisave from you, tujisave from that embarrassment uko baadaye tukikuja kujua you're not this, you're not that. So just be honest. Let the other person decide whether they wanna be with that or they don't wanna be with that. So just be you.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. That was a very interesting social experience right here on the Roll Swap. That happens every single Tuesday on the Thirsty Tuesday program, courtesy of Kurt FM and Uncle Womaju from 8 p.m. all the way to midnight. In the next hour, rather in the next half an hour plus, we'll be looking at closing down the session. But that said, I want us to appreciate all of you who decided to come in and be part of the audience, live audience in studio. Makofi kwenyu. Asante sana. We'll be looking forward to, connecting the next one. But for now, let's get to the musical. And if you have a request, send it right now in the chat section.
Thirsty Tuesday with Likuyani Eli. To advertise with us, reach us via the email marketing@courtfm.co.ke or call us on 0714 308 277. Court FM. Let the music play.